Welcome again back to Yokchi-Conscious spoken word podcast, Awakening Moment, where you can find on YouTube, Spotify, and all streaming platforms. Even if you don't have Spotify, you can find it on YouTube under Yokchi-Conscious spoken word YouTube page. And on Spotify, it's Awakening Moment under where you can find all my music and instrumental and poetry over music. So today we're going to be talking about one of my older single, Persona of the Dark Halo. So we're gonna break it down and I'm gonna explain to you what I'm saying. How did I come up with writing it? What was my thought? What's the process? What technique I used? So I'm gonna go through the technique, where my thought process was, what I'm trying to get across, and how they're interconnected with the chakras and Reiki, energy healing, automatic writing, all those spiritual techniques that you can use to really connect to your divine self when you're looking for inspiration to be able to write and get things out on paper. So that's what we're going to be talking about. Alright, so here we go. And again, welcome and thank you guys for listening. I love it. Alright, here we go. So we're going to start off. What is the persona of your dark halo? What am I trying to get across? Okay, so what I'm getting across is this. Your persona of your dark halo. So I'm going to read a little blurb that I wrote. It goes, a persona of an individual energy that's within each of us emits a frequency that connects each individual to their aura body, right? So that's the phrase. And the aura body's energy field is like a, what's the word I'm looking for? It's more, I should say, a pheromone. Let's call it, it's like a pheromone that gives off a chemical reaction like hormones. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is this. With the persona of your dark halo, it's not about the halo that's on top of your head that I'm talking about. I'm talking about the halo around us, right? So we all say chakra, but I just choose halo because when I say halo, I want to represent all the chakras, all the aura field around the body as in a halo in that aspect, because each one of those chakras, 7 chakras, are connected to a particular emotion, connected to movement, connected to life, whatever it is. So when those halos or those chakra itself are blocked, or you're creating a pheromone of energy or projecting it outwards, then what it is I say the persona of your dark halo, right? So it's not necessarily that the halo is dark, but the aura field around you is dark. So by you manifesting things that are dark or twisted, people are able to see it off of you, right? If the trained practitioner sees you, they could tell which one of your aura fields that are off, which one of those chakras that needs that are imbalanced and need to be rebalanced to get everything going. So, and then it goes, and then I give you the next part about it. It goes, outside of the physical human body, you can actually see, feel, even smell the pheromones coming off the physical body. So what I'm saying is that with energy or the aura field or the halo, right? When you put that out, that frequency out, people could actually feel it. So if you walk into a place and you're like, whoa, that energy of that person that zap me, makes me feel tired. What it is, their aura field is in need of healing. So now you walk into their aura field, so they're gonna actually take some of your energy off your aura field and recharge themselves. But in due respect, you get tired, right? And then that itself, not rebalance, but imbalance your chakras of what you're trying to balance out. And then the other part is that the best way to harmonize your chakras and your aura field. So you're harmonizing your chakras, you also need to harmonize your aura field, and you also need to make sure that your mindset is on point, and the physical body. So balancing your chakras and balancing your aura field and also keeping your mind in check is really important, because those three things together is going to be a complete circle of balance. So when I was writing Persona of Your Dark Halo, which you could definitely find on YouTube or Spotify, any streaming platform, when I was writing Persona of Your Dark Halo, this is what I was writing about. I was writing about the chakra, the energy, the feeling that it gives off when I interact with an individual. Individual, I say a female, right? Vice versa. It says, okay, so the other thing is, when did this process of writing come up? So when I'm writing a poetry or writing anything or writing something that's deep that I'm going to perform or put out in public, I like to sit in my meditation. So when I sit in my meditation, just like you see me have this book, when I sit in my meditation, I'm actually centering myself, I'm centering my chakras, I'm centering my energy field, I'm also centering my thought process of my mind. And what I also do is use frequency, energy frequent music that actually helps me balance out everything at once with auto suggestion. So what I like to do is find or create my own music, produce my own music, and put the auto suggestions in the music to be able to help me keep my mind on point by hearing my own vocals and the right instrumental to keep my mind clear from any distraction, any outward distraction, my chakras align, and my aura field align, right? So that's when I get in the state of writing my poetry. I use this technique, and I also use the technique of automatic writing, right? Automatic writing is also next technique that you could use to connect to the divine himself, the spiritual guide that you need. And within you connecting one of those techniques, what it does, it allows your energy system to open up. It helps your third eye open up. Because when your third eye is open up, you're starting to see things. Your crown chakra open up, you get the energy flowing from the top of your head down into your spine and flowing through your body through a figure 8. Right? And the figure 8 technique is done by Yokchi-Conscious. So we teach a figure 8 technique. Alright? So that's what, when I'm getting into that writing stage, that's what I do. Meditation, automatic writing. I also make sure that I do self-healing on my chakras and my aura field to get me in a stable and place of mind and body and soul. So this way when I'm writing from a positive side and also be able to give you a positive message through my writing, through being able to connect with the divine, connect with my spiritual guide to be able to put me in a place of harmony with my chakras so I can put out the best work ever, right? And so when I wrote Persona for Your Dark Halo, those are the two things that I use, right? So sorry about that. So when I do that, and then the other part of it, where do I sit, right? So you have to also have a sacred place or a place that you find comfortable, that you could sit in a quiet place that your mind is clear. So by creating a sacred space for your meditation, for your writing, for your not just writing, for your own mental telepathy and more mental aspect of yourself, you create a sacred place where you could go at any time to just sit in that moment. You may not be writing, but you want to center yourself. So you go in, you light your incense, you have your water, you sit in your meditation position, you have the brain frequency going on, your auto suggestion to get you into a nice trance state. So once you're in that trance state of deep meditation and understanding, right, your mind is flowing, the body's flowing, it's working as a unit. It's a full unit. It's working as a unit. Nothing's out of place. Everything's one, and that's what you want. And that's when those deep inspirational messages come through. Those deep ideas, the deep intellect thing, that next step you're gonna do, right? And that's the thing. When I did my meditation, which I'll get into about how Yokchi-Conscious spoken word came up, the wording, and then also how did Yokchi Healing Arts, the other part of the business, come up. Those were through meditation, which I'll get into a next podcast all about that. So, and that's where everything fits. So when I completely get everything for Persona Your Dark Halo, it's the fact when in the poetry it says, the persona of your dark halo as I look in your eyes. Persona of your dark halo as I pass you by. Persona of your dark halo has keep me hypnotized. So all I'm saying is that the persona of your dark halo as I look in your eyes, because your eyes are your soul to your eyes are your soul to your window to your soul, right? So when you look in somebody's eyes, you can actually see inside their soul, what you're thinking, what you're feeling, and then you'll be able to feel the vibration. You can feel the aura field. You can feel the build up to it, right? So that part of it, that's what I'm saying. And the other part is like, every time a persona of your dark halo as I pass you by. So when I'm passing by somebody or energy field, you could pass by somebody and you could actually feel the vibrancy of their energy beaming off of you, beaming off of them. Positive or negative, you can still feel that energy beaming off of them, right? And that's when you become more aware of the energy around you, right? So if you walk into a place and then like the energy doesn't feel right, you're like, something doesn't feel right, because now you're able to now tap in to that energy because your chakras are harmonized, your mind's on point, the physical body's on point. So when you tap into that frequency and that connection, when you walk into a situation, you can feel the energy. It's almost like a pheromone. I said it spews out, and then you start feeling it. So, and that's what I'm talking about in the first part of the track, right? And I said, as the other part of it is, your persona of your dark halo is captivating my 50 Shades of Grey fantasy. Even though I know a kiss from your red lipstick is gonna take me down a path of unrighteousness, where I find myself trapped in your Kama Sutra of madness. So what I'm saying is that when a man and a female body is aligned, spiritually, mentally, energetically, everything's flowing to the maximum level. When two of them actually collide together, and not even collide, when the two energy that merge together in center, that is madness, because the energy that two individual gives off, the energy flows so intently that you could feel that connection. So it becomes not just sex, but it becomes a universal connection of energy flowing, intertwining like a DNA, and allowing your mind, body, and soul to actually elevate to the next level, because your body is in sync with all that. Right? So once your body is in sync with all that, it makes a world of difference. Right? So by making a world of difference in that aspect, now it takes you on a different level of madness, because your body's like, whoa, right? And you're feeling it. So persona of your dark halo is literally talking about the chakras, balancing the chakra. Once you balance in the chakra, how your sexual energy becomes so heightened, right? So it becomes more than sex. It becomes almost like enlightened feeling that transcends the pace and time, right? So please go check out Persona of Your Dark Halo, and you can add it on your playlist on Spotify. And again, thank you for listening to Yokchi-Conscious spoken word, and don't forget, go check out Persona of Your Dark Halo, and keep up listening to our podcast, because we got more coming. Yokchi-Conscious spoken word out. Catch you. Enjoy. Peace and love, and light.